Everything you've watched in the month of January has been pre-filmed up until January 7th. I prepared the whole month so that I could be on my job hunt. I have had to go and revise a couple of rules because there are considerations that I no longer have to make for a significant other since I no longer have one. If you're new to my channel, my name is Alexa. I'm currently doing a no buy year or a low buy year. I'm basically stipulating rules and I am aggressively trying to tackle my debt and also tackle shopping addiction. If you are interested in that roller coaster of a ride along with some project pan videos, definitely subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you're always notified so that I can help be that better influence than the regular influencer. I'm really looking forward to being able to knock my debt out of the way and knock my fitness goals out of the way this year and my eating goals as well. So I've got new rules and I count them. No beauty except for razors and trims. I am going to allow myself to trim my hair once every 4 to 6 months. There will be no hair dyeing, no dramatic chop, because I am planning to grow my hair out so that I can donate it to a cancer organization. I'm going to see if I can check with my hairstylist to figure out if they know any charities that I can trust, because this is something that I've always wanted to do. And 2, razors, because I haven't received razors in PR in a very long time, and I am considering purchasing a safety razor, but I haven't necessarily done the homework on that. Basically, a safety razor is a more sustainable choice to a plastic wand razor, and I would like to step away from plastic disposable razors altogether in this year. As for any other type of beauty, no, like I have heaps and heaps and heaps of makeup, skincare, body wash, hair care, nail stuff, even though I haven't done my nails in a year. There's just a plethora of things that I can choose from, and there's absolutely no way that I could finish everything within this year, so I'm not purchasing any of those things or any color cosmetics. 2, I'm going to let myself purchase 10 articles of clothing this season, or for the next 6 months rather, because I need a business professional wardrobe, but I want it to be capsule sized. So kind of like 10 by 10 essentially. So that's what I'm leaning towards because I don't have a casual professional wardrobe anymore. I used to have one a long time ago when I worked in an office setting, but that stopped in 2014. So I definitely need to revamp that. And I've been selling a lot of clothes on Facebook Marketplace because I've done closet declutters. There's so much clothes that I have that don't fit me, don't match me as a person anymore, and I want to be rid of those items. I am also considering allowing myself a sports bra because I'm currently in a 30 band for my sports bra and it's too tight. Like, it's quite uncomfortable because I gained just a little bit of weight. So I'm leaning towards a 32 and we'll just see how that goes. Number 3 is coffee. Now, coffee was not something I originally had on my list because I never went for coffee, basically. I always have coffee at home. But lately I've been setting up friend dates and I will take an Americano. Now, the reason for that is it's just drip coffee and it's usually the cheapest thing on the menu, and if I'm sitting down with a friend and talking for 2 hours, I will allow myself to purchase a coffee if I can't, for whatever reason, go to their place and have one or invite them over to mine. So that is the gist of that, but there will be no like frills or dessert with my coffee. It's not usually something I do anyways. For fitness, now this is actually an allowance. By the time I will have filmed this video, I will have done a boxing class already, and I'm planning on trying bouldering, Orange Theory, pole dancing. There's also a studio in my area that has a special on yoga for the month. And I'm actually thinking of doing a month of daily yoga. I think it would be awesome for me to unwind and be able to stretch my mind as well as my body. So fitness classes are definitely a huge allowance for me. I'm going to try to see if I can do as many new activities as I can, not just for fitness reasons, but just to keep myself open to meeting new friends and discovering new interests. So number 5, another one that I decided to change. Oh my goodness, can I just tell you that eating out was such a money pit for me, especially drinking out as well, because there were times where I worked at the airport in 2018. At that point, I was working part-time, so my paychecks were about $500 every 2 weeks. And I remember tallying all of the food and drinking out expenses and it amounting to $600 in one single month. I think that is so just problematic, honestly, and just very, very stupid and negligent. So I'm actually going to be setting a budget for that. Initially, I thought, okay, I'll only eat once a month and I'm gonna not drink alcohol out at all. But since I will be getting together with friends and such, I don't want to completely remove that from the table. I was recently invited to a bachelorette party, which is happening in my birthday month. So the gist of it is, I'm doing dry January. I'm eating out 2 times in January, really, because it's already pretty late in January. While I'm telling you this, I'm figuring that there will be 2 meals out. I'm just going to try to prioritize scheduling a drink out when it's a happy hour, and I'm not going to be drinking alcohol with any meals that I have out. I've sort of realized over the years that restaurants have bad cocktails and cocktail places have bad food. So I'm going to eat at restaurants and I'm only going to drink at bars. And I'm going to limit the amount of times that I attend those things. I'll try to stick my friend dates in activities like fitness activities or maybe walks or hikes when it starts to get warmer out. So for entertainment, that's number 6. I've decided I can go to museums, concerts, shows, and dancing. I miss dancing so much. I'm not even a good dancer, but there is something coming up at the end of February that I will be going to with friends, probably. And I'm going to a concert at the beginning of February to a band that I enjoy very, very, very much. And it's gonna be the first time I go to a concert by myself, so I'm not saying what it is because I don't want anyone to like show up and me get kidnapped or something, but I'm super excited for that because I've never gone to a concert by myself and I'm curious to see how it feels, because so many times when we end up going to concerts, to bands or shows, unless you have a friend who is equally as invested in that artist, you don't have as good of a time. So I'm so excited for that. And there will be no movie going. I just want to be doing less sedentary activities, so movie going is not really something that I want to do. At least in museums, you stand and you move around, but at the movies, you sit. I can do that at home. I do that at home all the time. So number 7 is tech. And I have one thing that I really want to get this year, and it's actually a tripod, a second tripod for my ring light. Right now, my camera is resting on my ring light, which is resting on my tripod, and it scares me to death that this should ever topple over and cost me an arm and a leg to replace, and I'm just not in the place financially to deal with that. I am looking at a new camera and a lens, but that is on the condition that I sell the camera that I have now in order to use the funds of that and a sinking fund, combine the two and purchase the new camera and the new lens. I feel like that's going to happen in 2021, but I'm just putting that out there in case it happens this year. It would be wonderful if it did. And of course, I'm considering LED lights so that I can increase my ability to film efficiently in the evenings and have a better lit backdrop. But I'm okay with the way that I am right now. I'm quite happy with the setup I have now, and I'm fully able to manage until further down the line. Number 8 is getaways, and I do not want to do any flight travel this year. I don't want an all-inclusive resort. I don't need those things to feel happier. But what I would like to do is maybe a weekend getaway or something outside of Montreal, some cabin stuff. I'm definitely open to that. If I, go do that with a few friends, I'm there for that, basically. I need some nature. And obviously, because I'm no longer in a relationship, I am not really entertaining the idea of moving out anymore up until further down the line, because I want to solely be focused on paying off my debt. And it's just a lot more economical for me to stay home and pitch in for bills here, as opposed to having my own set of bills and having to compromise with someone else about it, whether it's a roommate or someone else in a relationship. And overall, I'm really excited for this year. I'm so motivated to do a lot of the things that I've wanted to do for a very long time. And my motto is, I am amazing and I'm going to do amazing things, as I usually do. So yeah. And I hope to bring you guys along for the ride. Give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. Let me know what some of your no-buy rules are. I'm really looking forward to hearing that and chit-chatting in the comments down below, as I usually do. And you can follow me for behind the scenes stuff on Alexa Likes on Instagram. Hope you guys all have an amazing week. Stay tuned for Thursday's video, which is going to be the truth behind beauty blogging, where I demystify some things that I think are very glamorized in the beauty community that are not really glamorous at all. See you then. Bye.